Here's a tweet from Aaron. If you aren't watching The Act, you are truly missing out on one amazingly crazy show. I'm entertained and disturbed all at the same time. I'm joined now by one of the stars of The Act, AnnaSophia Robb. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. Your whole outfit is just like brightening my day.
Thanks, man.
It's really lovely. Now it's a wild show.
It is.
It was actually one of the creators of the show is Michelle Dean. She wrote the piece for BuzzFeed News in 2016.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the show real quick before we get into it.
Do you want some?
Wait, what? Say that again?
We all know it's a few days.
She can't have that.
Oh, she can't have a Coke? She's allergic. Sugar, a sip maybe, but a whole Coke, she could go into shock.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I have an EpiPen. How much did she have?
Oh, she didn't have any.
We've already gone to the ER 6 times this year. And as fun as that is, I'd hate to make it 7 before the end of summer.
Oh, my Lord. Now, for those that don't know the story, can you just tell us a little bit about it and where your character fits in?
Sure. The act is based on the real-life events of Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Dee Dee, and played by Patricia Arquette and Joey King. And so basically it's about this mom who has Munchausen's by, well, the audience doesn't know. Munchausen's by proxy is a disease where you basically get, like, emotional fulfillment by taking care of somebody else and seeing you make someone sick so that you can take care of them and the attention and all that goes into it. And so basically Gypsy discovers that her mom is keeping her sick and has been keeping her sick for the majority of her life. And it's about her story of like coming of age, figuring out her own sexuality and breaking free of her mother in this sort of like prison that she's in. And I play one of her neighbors and one of her only friends. Chloe Sevigny is my mother. And so we're foil characters to Gypsy and Dee Dee. It's about mother-daughter relationships and the contention between them, and where Gypsy and Dee Dee seem to have this sort of perfect mother-daughter relationship. And then on the inside, she's basically torturing her daughter. Lacey and Mel have this very explosive mother-daughter relationship where they're fighting and they're arguing and they don't get along, but it's, but they talk and they work and they love each other. And
it's maybe a little more honest.
Yeah.
It's just a smidge more honest. What is it like? You just dropped so many names there, Patricia Arquette, Chloe Sevigny. Like, what is it like working with these rock stars?
It's pretty, I remember reading the script and thinking, wow, who's going to play these roles? Like, these are just such rich characters. Who could possibly play them? And Patricia Arquette's name, when I found out she was on board, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is the woman who can pull this off. And Chloe Sevigny was like, is she old enough to be my mom? She is, but she definitely doesn't look it. She looks amazing. Oh my gosh. And both of them are such talented artists and wonderful people. Like, Patricia is just, I don't know, it makes me excited to get older because she said that she's like, I have been doing the best roles of my life and I'm eating and drinking whatever I want and it's great. And I'm like, yeah, that's fantastic.
You're also involved in an all-female version of Macbeth. What's that like? What roles are you playing? Multiple, I believe? Like, how excited are you?
Yeah, I'm so excited. This has been a dream of mine to do Shakespeare, but then just to do theater. It's for a very long time, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm doing it with one of my best friends, Isabel Furman. She plays Macbeth, and I'm so excited for her. And we start rehearsals the week after next, and we open in May.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You also, I mean, you just mentioned it, but you've been acting since you were 9 years old. But you did just graduate college last year, right?
Yeah.
Are you finding life any different after college?
Yeah. Post-Grad's been, I mean, it's been good to me, but it's weird. It's just weird. I've always had school's always been a part of my life. I think it's always been a bit of a, like a, not a never a backup plan, but it's always, oh, I'm working and I'm doing this. And I think coming to terms with, this is what I'm doing with my life. This is what I love. I love storytelling. So being able to shadow on set and look at this industry from a different perspective is, I think, really helpful as an artist. I think being able to manifest your own projects and have the time to do that is important for me as an artist. And it's also like, who do I want to work with? Who do I really respect? Whose career do I got some really good advice from one of my friends, Lauren Levine. I did Bridge to Terabithia with her. It's like, I was 12. It was years ago. And it's so easy to compare yourself, I think, to other people in general, but especially in this industry and as an actor. And she was like, she's like, I take jealousy and I just use it as sort of a roadmap. So if I see a project or see something in that person that I really like, I'm like, well, what's behind that? Like, what is it that I respect about that person or like about that person? Or why do I want that for myself? This is the thing. I'm going to go and run with it. Not that you're trying to copy somebody else, but there's a deeper reasoning. And so I think when you're out of school and you're seeing what everybody else is doing and you're like, I'm so overwhelmed. Oh my gosh. There's so many possibilities. Like, I feel so blessed and so privileged because the world is my oyster, especially now with so many women's stories coming out, and then just being able to, like, they are looking for more women just in general. I think being able to go, like, what is it that I really want? And looking back to the past and Lucille Ball or Natalie Portman or different women that I really respect and love, and be like, what is it about their careers that I want for myself?
That you can make for yourself and find in yourself. And the way you're going to do that is to keep learning, which that's just in this conversation, I can tell you are, just because school's out doesn't mean you're going to stop learning. You're obviously very curious. So that's so awesome. Well, thank you so much, and congrats on the show. I'm glad. You're like, the future is bright for me, my friend. You're like, everything looks great.
I hope so.
I think it is. That is so cool. But thank you so much for coming on the show. You can watch new episodes of The Act Wednesdays on Hulu, and we've got more AM to DM up next. Absolute pleasure. And again,